But first, the progress ISIL is making on the town of Kobani in the last few days has been cause for international and regional alarm. ISIL advanced despite the efforts of Kurdish fighters and the 60 nations who've signed up to repel the group from the besieged town. Now, Kobani, as you can see in the map here, is right on the border with Turkey. Now, these pictures from inside Kobani itself are purporting to show fighters defending the town against the ISIL onslaught. There have been street-to-street battles and there's been shelling, and this has been going on for weeks now. Now, to help push back ISIL fighters, there's been fresh air attacks on Tuesday by the US-led coalition. This is the aftermath of what witnesses say were strikes against ISIL positions around the town. But ISIL forces have been hitting back, shelling the centre of Kobani. Now, this is all happening in Turkey's backyard, right on its border with Syria. The president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has warned that airstrikes are simply not enough and Kobani is about to fall. But whilst Turkish tanks are poised, they're pointed towards Kobani, they have not yet intervened. Now, 186,000 people have left Kobani within the last 3 weeks. More than 700 people were evacuated on Monday alone. Our correspondent Bernard Smith has this report from Şanlıurfa in Turkey, right on the border with Syria.
From across the border in Turkey, it's clear that the battle for Kobani is more intense than it's ever been. Fighters from the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant breached defences to the east and south of the town late on Monday. Since then, Kurdish fighters have been taking on ISIL street by street, building by building. The Kurds are motivated and determined. ISIL is more accustomed to sweeping through areas defended by soldiers with little appetite to fight. Kobani is different. US airstrikes have hit ISIL positions, but the Kurds say the strikes aren't enough on their own. They want Turkey to provide more weapons. Turkey's president, visiting a refugee camp for Syrians, says he thinks Kobani will fall to ISIL. Recep Tayyip Erdogan says a ground operation is needed to defend the town, but Turkey won't go it alone.
The problem of ISIL cannot be solved with airstrikes alone. We had warned the West. We wanted 3 things: a no-fly zone, a secure zone parallel to that, and training of moderate Syrian rebels.
There are some Free Syrian Army groups fighting alongside the Kurds. This video was posted online by an FSA group. Erdogan wants the Kurds to join with the FSA to fight against Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and ISIL. Kurds, frustrated with events in Kobani, protested along the border again on Tuesday. There have been similar protests elsewhere in Turkey. Turkey's president believes Assad's regime in Syria is part of the problem. But the United States, with its focus on ISIL, has shown little enthusiasm to join Recep Tayyip Erdogan's campaign. So for now, it looks like that all the Syrian Kurdish fighters in Kobani can expect are some US airstrikes to help in their fight to keep ISIL from advancing on their town. Bernard Smith, Al Jazeera, Şanlıurfa, Turkey.